Hello everyone and welcome at my small video about how to intercept a boat in Uboat by using the coordinates that other submarines are giving you or the one you are finding yourself by using the hydrophone. So in this video you're gonna take a look at one mission that the command center gave me, but I haven't done it because I wanted to see how the boats are moving in this game. So I will recreate what I had to do in order to intercept it. This way you will have a better idea of how to do it. So in this message that I got, it said that we need to find a convoy that was spotted in AN 191 with a course of 192 degrees that is headed towards the port of Edinburgh. So the AN 191 is over here on the map and the port is over here. Later on we got another message that it said that a convoy was spotted on the square AN 487. And later on it was spotted in the square AN 444. So it's a weird way to navigate, and why I didn't go straight forward to the port I have no idea. If you know, write me in the comments. But now we don't know all that, so let's start working with the first message that we got about the convoy being spotted in AN 191. But the problem is that we don't know exactly where in this square it was spotted, so it could be here, here or here. So somewhere in the square. So first we are going to use this tool called the bearing tool to understand where our ship is headed. But don't start from the middle of the square. Go from the farthest points in the square. This way you will have a precise searching zone. Give me a few moments to show you what I mean. Okay, so now we know in which zone we should look for our boat, of course if it will not change the course, but we already know from the reports that it will not. Now the next thing we should do is drag an imaginary line through our searching zone, so that we'll assume that this is our ship. But again, don't drag the line from the middle of the square, because again, the ship might not be spotted right in the middle. So we will assume that the ship almost traverses the AN 191. By doing that, you will manage to calculate better where you should intercept it. And that's what I will teach you next. Where exactly you should intercept it in order to not miss it. Because when I started the game I was calculating this by eye and I was constantly losing the ship. So now let's say that you want to intercept the ship over here. Will you make it in time? Well, the calculator will help you with that. So now we know that the ship will travel a distance of plus minus 210 km per hour. That's why I'm telling you to take the fastest travel probability of the ship. Now we also know how fast the boat is traveling, 12 km per hour. So that's what we're gonna do, is divide 210 by 12. And we get the amount of hours that the ship will travel in order to get to this point. So 70.5, you can round it to 18. And we do the same thing with our distance. To know how fast our U-boat is moving, look up here. So let's say I want to move 18 km per hour to get here. So I'm doing the math. 344 divided by 18 and we get 19.11. Many ones. So we will be late to the party. That means we have to intercept it somewhere over here. And we do the math again. 291 divided by 12 equals 24.25. And now to our distance is 360 divided by 18 equals 20. So as you can see, we will manage to catch the convoy over here. Now all you have to do is get here and listen to the hydrophone. One thing that you need to know about the hydrophones is depending on which one you use, they have dead zones. So make sure to position your U-boat in the right direction and also to read how to use it. You may need it. But this video is not about it. But this was a perfect example where we have all the information we need. What about the situation where we don't have all the information? Well, you need to know that the majority of messages you got from other U-boats are useless and not worth your attention. You may find 1 or 2 good out of 10. And in your attempt to react to everyone, you will lose your time and fuel. So try to react only to the ship that came in your direction or is relatively close to you. But most of the time you will find a lot of convoys next to the enemy territories, so try to patrol there and not in the middle of the sea, but it's up to you. This type of messages where you get only the location but not the speed or at last a number of degrees is the worst for the people that just start to play, especially because you don't know what slow speed means. For example, for some ships medium speed means 60 km per hour and for others 12 km per hour, but they are in the same category as the medium speed, so you'll hunt water in the ocean. So react to the ones you got the speed of the boat, but also you can find more ships by using the hydrophone. And now let's talk about how to intercept the boat after you find one with your hydrophone. First of all, we need to understand where the ship is headed. So the first thing we do is completely stop our U-boat. After it's stopped, press Ctrl and right click on the blue light. After you've done it, your boat will draw a line through the light. This line means your boat calculates where you will be able to intercept it, but most of the time it will write interception is not possible. But we need this line for something else, and that's for the precise position of the ship. Many people say that this is a cheat code and you should not use it, but it's in the game, so who cares what they say. Now stop the time and put a mark at the end of the line. And now start the time again and we speed up a bit to understand where the ship is headed. Then you stop the time again, we press Ctrl right click on the light and we put another mark at the end of the line. Now we have an understanding of the ship course, but that's not good enough. We can also find out the boat speed. All we have to do is to look at the time. So it's 2 o'clock and 47 minutes. And that we need to do is wait exactly 1 hour. So at 3 o'clock and 47 minutes we need to stop the time again and to put another mark on the map. But while we wait 1 hour, we also gonna move in the direction of the ship is headed at the full speed. Then start the clock again and wait 1 hour to pass. Now before we almost waited 1 hour, like 10 minutes before that, we need to stop the time, dive again, stop the engine and listen to the hydrophone. I kinda miss here a minute because someone was sleeping and not at his post. But it's not a very big deal. That's why I'm telling you to dive 10 minutes before the time passes. So after the time passes, we do the same thing again. We put another mark on the map. Drag a line from the last mark to this one. And just like that we got the speed of the boat, what is 14 km per hour. And we also got the precise course of the boat, just by dragging a bigger line through our marks. Now sometimes the velocity of the boat may come with a small error of 1 km. So if we got 14, it may be 13 or 15. But 95% of the time is correct. So that's why I like to do this a few more times just to make sure. And as you can see, I got the same velocity. Don't forget to move while you're doing that, and don't rush. Now how to intercept it I already showed you, by using the calculator, but I will show you one more time. Let's say I want to intercept it right here. I have to make 53 kilometers to get here and the boat has to make 54 kilometers. I will move at the full speed of 25 kilometers per hour and he will move at 14 kilometers per hour. I don't even need a calculator to know that I will be here first. Now the best distance to shoot your torpedo is from 2.5 kilometers, so get as close as you can. Now I will let the captain calculate the torpedo course, so you can see that the velocity of the boat is 14 kilometers per hour. He will calculate it multiple times, so we have to wait for him to get 100% to get it right. So overall is moving at 14 kilometers per hour. I also calculated it myself. And another advantage you will get by calculating this before you intercept the ship is because you may encounter bad weather. That will make difficult to calculate the speed of the boat. And as you can see, I stopped the clock by intuition because many times you will encounter waves and bad weather. And it's 14 km per hour. And that's about it. Happy hunting, skipper!